Have you ever smiled for everyone else while quietly wondering if you ever feel whole again? There was a season in my life when I looked strong. Oh, but inside I was broken. I'm Nikia Maname, a wife, a mother, and a restoration coach. I help women rebuild their lives after heartbreak and loss because that's what God did for me. Two marriages, painful divorce, those places in my life so affected my faith, my identity, and my purpose. I was married the first time for 10 years, right out of high school. Love of my life, as you would say, and we just immature and really didn't have the resources to make our marriage work, and it failed. Moved from one state to another, trying to rebuild, start over again, and I ended up marrying again to be safe, to be secure. It wasn't for that loving feeling as most do. It was short lived. We only stayed married for 2 years. But after these two marriages and so much loss and pain in my life, I really struggled with what I believed in, who I was, and what was next. Everything was wrapped up into what I had built. I remember lying awake one night and I'm like, Lord, who am I now? When everything I built fell apart, I realized that I built my identity around people, around performance, and not his presence. One night, in tears, I told God, I said, hey, either you heal me or you hide me. And that's when he began to share with me and tell me how everything that I went through, everything that I experienced led me to that specific moment. I was restored to help restore others. And that was the beginning of what you see now. That's how everything began to change. As I walked through healing, I realized God didn't waste my pain, He repurposed it. Out of that journey came the movement I now lead, Restore to Restore. It's more than a mentorship, it's a safe space for women to return, to rebuild, and to reestablish their identity. Maybe you're still trying to figure out how to start over. Maybe you're serving everyone but yourself. Maybe you've lost your voice, and I want you to know God hasn't forgotten about you. I remember being broken and feeling like I was disqualified, like I wasn't worth anything, and afraid that if restoration would truly come, that I would have to return to the past where I was before. See, healing is not linear, but it is possible. See, your story can start again. Restoration isn't about returning, it's about becoming. If this story speaks to you, if my story speaks to you, this space is for you. I created Restore to Restore for women like us, women who love God because you need a safe space to heal, to rebuild, and rediscover who you are in Him. Join the mentorship waitlist. It's limited to 12 to 15 women because restoration, it takes intimacy and community. What God did for me, He can do for you. I want you to remember this. Declare this over your life every day. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not forgotten. You are being restored so you can restore others.